Back again. Hopefully you're still with us. This is Series 124 in our long trek here through baseball history, but a very, very exciting one always. We've had some excellent series up until this point, and a little bit of a trend going on here. We seem to be getting the same franchises facing off against each other. We just had a great 7-game series with the Pirates from the 20s. And coming back here in Series 124, we have the White Sox franchise going at each other fairly close in their history. It's the 2000 era, where two Sox teams are going to face off against each other. So should be interesting to see, because when this happens, sometimes we have overlapping players. We definitely have the same ballpark. But let's introduce these teams and see what we have to offer. I think you're going to see some stars here that are pretty interesting. We'll start with the 2012 White Sox, who won 85 games under Robin Ventura. Did not make the postseason, but had a winning record and have some star talent on the team. I think you'll recognize Adam Dunn. Typical Dunn season with 41 homers, 96 RBIs, a 204 average, but struck out 222 times. Did get on base at a pretty good clip. So Dunn, a unique player on this team with the power. You'll also notice Alex Rios had a pretty good year, 91 RBIs, 304. A.J. Przinsky, the veteran, still playing very well, 278, 27 long ones. Paul Konerko is going to be a player that's going to overlap actually on both starting lineups. Here he's obviously a little bit older, 36 years old, at 298, still managed 26 home runs, DH'd a lot that year. Kevin Youkilis on this team, got on base as well, 346 clip, 15 home runs. Dayan Viciedo, one of the better years of his career, 25 home runs, 78 RBIs. And Gordon Beckham, slowing down a little bit, but still managed 60 RBIs. And Alexi Ramirez, 20 steals, along with Daza, who had 26. White Sox can move along the bases. So some good talent here, if not overwhelmingly good. Still some players that can knock the ball out of the park, especially in their ballpark, which is a hitter's park. But I think some of the strengths here in the pitching staff, here you see Jake Peavy. Sox made a big move to get him around this time, and he did okay. He was 11-12 with a 337. Did allow 27 home runs, so they did get to him a little bit, but still 4 complete games and a shutout. And then you have the dominant Chris Sale, who's really picking it up at this point to start his career, 17-8, 192 strikeouts in that many innings. Sale coming out of the bullpen, really on fire here in this season, getting his stellar career going. Probably the ace of the staff, Gavin Floyd. And a young Jose Quintana, also part of the rotation, and Philip Humber, who pitched a perfect game this season and struggled after that, but that's where you might remember his name. Francisco Liriano also there at the pen, led by Nate Jones and Addison Reed. Reed especially 29 saves, although he did struggle at times, so the bullpen not the strongest for the Sox. John Denks also got some starts for this team. So Ventura and the Sox, a winning team, if not a great team. The Sox team they'll be matched up with is a very good one. It actually won 95 games and made the postseason. Led by Jerry Manuel, this Sox team won 95 games in 2000. Lost to the Mariners in the playoffs in 3 straight. Didn't work out for them in the postseason, but still a very good summer for this team in Chicago. Looking at their lineup, again, there's Konerko, much younger at 24, but interestingly enough, same average, 298. Konerko always consistent, 21 homers, 97 RBIs. We'll see Konerko on both teams, but the star of this team was none other than the Hall of Famer Frank Thomas, 43 long ones and 143 RBIs. His 436 on base just jumps off of the screen here. His 328 average. Thomas just always a methodical hitter, and here you're going to find him in his prime. Mags Ordonez, very good. He also drove in 126, hit 315. El Caballo, Carlos Lee, 24-92 with a 301. Even Jose Valentin had 25 long ones. Ray Durham with 25 steals, the leadoff man, hitting 280. The Sox team here in 2000 really did get on base a lot. Those on base percentages very high. Everybody, it looks like, is actually over 300. And a lot of them over 330. So the Sox very good getting on base. Their pitching maybe not as strong, ended up costing him a little bit in the postseason, but they still put together a good year. Here you see Mike Sorotka, 15-10 with a 379. Nobody had over 200 innings. Jim Parquet, 13-6. James Baldwin, Cal Edred, and Kip Wells part of the mix here, as well as was John Garland, who got 13 starts. The pen, led by Keith Folk, was very good, 34 saves. Bob Howery, a very good setup man and would become a closer in his own right, also got 7 saves and pitched well. And further down, you'll see 21-year-old Mark Burley, who got the start of his career going with 3 starts there, but I don't think we'll see much of Burley, but he is on the roster. So the Sox, maybe not the deepest rotation, but the lineup was very, very good, leading them to the record that they would end up with. So the scene is set here. We're going to be, for the entire series, in the south side of Chicago. I think the favorites, it's safe to say, are the 2000 White Sox. They are led by Frank Thomas and, tend to have the more balanced lineup. But pitching-wise, you look at the 12 team, they do have some very impressive arms in the likes of Peavy and especially Chris Sale. So looking at game 1, we're going to see that man, Chris Sale, go up against Mike Sorotka as this series is going to get on their way. 2 Sox teams battling it out. 2000 team will have the home field advantage, but it'll be interesting to see how Robin Ventura and Jerry Manuel go at it. I'm sure Kenny Williams will be enjoying it. He was, I think, part of both these teams in the GM capacity. So we'll see where things go. An exciting inter-franchise series coming up. It's the 2000 White Sox against the 2012 White Sox. Coming right up. Let's head out to game 1 at the new Comiskey Park and get the series started. Well, here we are, bottom of the first inning. Runners on the corners for the Sox, and Frank Thomas is at the plate. Thomas is going to hit this one deep to left field. It'll be caught. Runner's going to tag, and he's going to score. So a sacrifice fly there for the 2000 Sox as they'll take the lead here 1-0. First and second now for Jose Valentin. And Valentin's going to lift that one through the hole. That's going to score another run. 2-0 for the home team here as they've come out in the first inning with a good start. Valentin an RBI single. Up second now, Sorotka facing Przinsky. The lefty delivers, and this one's whacked into left field, and that's going to leave the yard. Something probably we're going to see a lot of in this series. With this ballpark being home run friendly, Przinsky gets the 2012 Sox on the board here at 2-1. Herbert Perry on second for Konerko, bottom of the second. Konerko goes deep to left, way back, looking up. That ball's gone. A 2-run homer for Konerko. And it's 4-1 now for the home team. Sale facing Charles Johnson. Johnson's going to go deep. It's going to be the 3rd home run for the home team. Chris Sale getting roughed up here in this ball game. 5-1 for the home team. Sale having a bad episode of homeritis here, and the Sox have, the 2000 Sox have scored in every inning. We'll move bottom of the 5th as John Banks is coming in relief. He's going to face Carlos Lee. And Lee's going to hit a line drive. That one's towards the wall, and that one's going to go. Solo home run there for Lee. Bye-bye baseball. And the 2000 Sox have scored in every inning here at 7-1. Top of the 6th for Diaza. Barat still on the hill. And Diaza's going to lift this one to right. That's going to be a solo home run for Diaza. Makes the score 7-2. Home team in pretty good shape still. And Alex Rios now coming to the plate. Sorotka delivers. Rios is going to lift this one deep to left. That ball's going to go. So we have here A 7-3 ball game. Rios comes through with a long ball. The 3-hour score as we move to the bottom of the sixth still. Valentine now with the bases loaded. Only one out. Valentine is already homered. There's a line shot, a base hit to left. That's going to score one. Another man going to score. 2-run single for Jose Valentine. It is 10-3 now, and game well out of reach, it would seem here. Here's Charles Johnson facing Jose Quintana. We're in the bottom of the eighth. And this one's going to go way out. A tape measure shot for Johnson. Goodbye. 11-3 now. The home team well in control in this ball game. We'll move to the top of the ninth. 2 on. Viciedo up there against Bradford. There's a grounder to short. Play at second. Relay to first. Double play. That will end game number 1, and it's the 2000 White Sox who control completely the proceedings here in the opener. Beating up Chris Sale and the 2012 White Sox 11-3. Charles Johnson 2 for 3 with 2 long balls. Jose Valentine 3 for 3 with 3 RBIs. And Mike Sorotka got the win. He went 7 innings, allowed 3 earned runs, and struck out 11 in a good outing. Sale, all types of trouble in this one. Didn't last very long. You can see here there were 7 home runs in this ball game. Like I said, a theme probably that will continue. But the home team here, the ones celebrating the opener, especially beating the ace of the 2012 team. So that really gives them an edge here. And game 2 now is Jake Peavy will try to get the 12 team back on track. And Jim Parquet will take the mound for the 2000 team. And we'll see if the series will even up, or will the home Sox, 2000 Sox, take a 2-game lead here in this series. So let's head out live again. I'm sure we're going to see a lot more fireworks and excitement for game number 2 from the new Comiskey Park. Coming up, it's going to be Peavy against Parquet. So we got 2 on here leading off the first inning, and it's A.J. Pierzynski up there in a big spot with 2 on and 1 out. Pierzynski hits it to second. There's going to be a play made there, and that'll be a double play. So the visiting Sox cannot break through here in the top of the first inning. Move to the bottom of the first, and there's a hit into the gap into right field. Charles Johnson with an RBI double to get the 2000 White Sox on the board here. We'll move to the third. Jim Parquet against Alejandro De Aza with a man on and nobody out. This one's hit back up the middle. That ball's going to get through. So the 2012 Sox getting something going here in the third inning. Alexi Ramirez, the hitter. Ramirez hits it to center field. That one's going to be caught, however. Singleton's got it. 1 out here for Alex Rios.
Strike 3.
Rios looks at strike 3. That's the second out of the inning for Parquet, who gets Rios looking, and Pierzynski now, the hitter. AJ will hit this one past the first baseman. That one gets down there. Run around in third. He's going to score. And we got a tie ball game at 1 as AJ Pierzynski comes through. Top of the fourth now. We got Adam Dunn on first with Viciedo at the plate. Viciedo with a shift down will single to center. So nobody out. Runners on first and second here for Gordon Beckham. Hits it into the hole. Nice play by the shortstop, but the throw cannot be made at second, unfortunately, for the home Sox. And we now have the bases loaded here Jose Lopez, the hitter. Jim Parquet on the mound. 2012 Sox with a big chance here. This one gets away. It's a wild pitch, and a run's going to score. Dunn crosses the plate, and the visiting Sox take a 2-1 lead, and Diaza now with a chance.
Strike 3.
Diaza strikes out. So 2 outs here for Alexi Ramirez. Can Parquet get out of it, allowing only 1 run? This one's hit into left field. Should be playable. It is. Lee's got it, so this will remain a 1-run game. We'll move bottom of the 5th. Peavy facing Ray Durham with the man on. This one's lined into left field by Durham. Runner moving the 3rd, so we got runners on the corners. 2 outs. And a big spot for Carlos Lee now that the game is tied. Durham on second base. 2-2 our score. This is hit into the hole. Durham's going to round 3rd with good speed. And he's going to beat the throw. Ball gets away. It is 3-2 now. 2000 Sox have taken the lead. We'll move to the 8th inning. Perzinski, the hitter. Bob Howery has come into relief. And the catcher for the 12 White Sox singles up the middle on a 2-2 pitch off Howery. And here's Konerko with nobody out. Konerko into the gap. That ball's going to get all the way to the wall and down. Perzinski heading to 3rd. He's going to hold up there. So with nobody out now, we got runners 2nd and 3rd. 3-2 our score. Here's Adam Dunn in a huge spot. Nobody out.
Program Nuggets programs.
Dunn takes ball 4. So Keith Folk, who's come on, walks Adam Dunn. Bases loaded now for Diane Viciano.
Strike 3.
Viciano looks at strike 3. He couldn't hold up there. So there's the first out of this 8th inning. Gordon Beckham now the hitter. Infield is in. Beckham lines a single to center field. That'll get down. 2 runs are going to score. Gordon Beckham comes through with a 2-run single. It is 4-3 now for the 2000 White Sox. Or I should say the 2012 White Sox. 4-3 is our score. Jose Lopez now the hitter as Folk continues to pitch here. There's a strikeout, but the 2-run single by Beckham now holding up. We move bottom of the 8th. Ray Durham facing Brett Myers. There's a walk, so Durham on there to lead off the inning with some great speed. He represents the tying run. Carlos Lee, the hitter. And Lee will go deep to left field all the way back, looking up. Home run for Carlos Lee. El Caballo with a 2-run shot, and just like that, the 2000 White Sox jump back ahead 5-4. What a clutch home run by Carlos Lee here in the 8th inning. We'll move to the 9th now. Keith Folk now a chance to be a winner. He's facing Alexi Ramirez, a 1-run ball game. Ramirez will hit it to first. Play is going to be made there by Konerko. 1 out now. Alex Rios, the hitter.
Strike 3.
Rios swings and misses, so Folk got him there on a changeup. 2 outs now for Perzinski. Here's the pitch. This one's grounded to Konerko. He'll beat Perzinski to the bag, and there's your final out. The 2000 Chicago White Sox have won both games here at home, the first 2 games of the series, this one in dramatic fashion, even though they were out hit, and even made 2 errors, but it was the Carlos Lee home run. In the 8th inning, that was the difference. Lee with 3 RBIs, Jake Peavy for the losing side went 6 innings, struck out 5, and Jim Parquet struck out 4 in his work, but it was Keith Folk who got the win. He surrendered the lead, but then the Carlos Lee blast was the difference. 5-4 our final. And the Chicago White Sox, the 2000 team, is now ahead 2-0, winning both games as the home team. Things will flip now as we move to game number 3. The 2012 team will be at home. In a tough spot now as James Baldwin will take the mound for the visitors, and Gavin Floyd will be the pitcher for the home team. Crucial game now for the 2012 White Sox. If they want to stay in this series, they really need the next one. Game 1 a blowout, game 2 a lot closer. Let's see what game 3 has in store for us. Firing up game number 3 here. Now we are at what is called U.S. Cellular Field. And we're ready to go. We are in the bottom of the second inning with 2 outs. Diane Viciedo facing James Baldwin. Viciedo lifts it deep to the left. That ball with some carry. That ball's just going to clear the wall in left field. A home run for Viciedo. Lee went all the way back to the wall, but that one just either squeezed over or hit right off the top of it, and it is 1-0 now. We move to the 4th. 2012 team with a slight advantage here as Baldwin is on the mound again, facing Viciedo once again here, bottom of the 4th, with the man on second. And this one's lined into the gap, so Viciedo comes through again, another RBI. It is now 2-0. 2012 Sox off to the lead here in game 3, a game they desperately need. Baldwin now facing Alexi Ramirez. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Ramirez lines at the center field. That ball's got carry all the way to the fence. Goodbye. Alexi Ramirez to the deepest part of the park. It is now 3-0. The young Cuban shortstop gets all of that one. Here's Przinsky, still in the 5th. Przinsky drills it to right. If it's fair, yes, just fair. That ball is gone. Home run, another one for the 2012 Sox, and it is 4-0 now. Przinsky hooked that one. We move now to the bottom of the 7th. Alex Rios facing Lorenzo Barcelo. Rios is going to get on the board himself here, deep to right. Goodbye, home run. One of the many solo shots we're seeing here in this series, but today it's all 2012 White Sox. 5-0's our score. Viciedo, who's having a big game, back up here in the 8th. And Viciedo hits one deep to left. That ball is going to be over the fence as well. A curveball gets drilled by Viciedo. His second home run of the day. That one also just clears the ball, but good enough for a round trip. 6-0. We're in the 9th inning. John Banks on the hill against Paul Konerko with 2 outs. Now this one's hit up the middle. That's going to be playable. Play it first by Ramirez. Game over. The 2012 White Sox shut out the 2005 Sox and get right back in this series with a performance here on their home field. And Gavin Floyd was really the man who got it done, holding the 2000 Sox at bay with 7 innings of work, struck out 7. Viciedo, you see there, had a good game, 3 for 4 with 2 home runs and 3 RBIs. And Alex Rios also hit a homer, of course, as well as Przinsky and Ramirez. A nice bounce-back win for the 2012 White Sox. You can already see the trend. Home runs galore in the series. But a good pitching performance can make all the difference, and that's what we saw by Gavin Floyd and the 2012 Sox just when they needed it. So now we got a series on our hands as we move to game number 4. Cal Eldred will take the mound for the 2000 White Sox, looking to rebound, and Francisco Liriano May have forgotten he pitched for the White Sox. He may have maybe pitched for everybody, but he's part of this 2012 team, and he is looking to get the home team even in this series. So it's starting to get exciting on the south side of Chicago. We'll move to game number 4, 2000 Sox, 2012 Sox. Now in a barn burner of a series, let's go live to the action. Bottom of the first inning, Przinski up there with 2 men on. Przinski's going to line this one to the left. Runner will tag and score. So getting on the board here first will be the home team, the 2012 Sox. We'll move to the third. Herbert Perry, the hitter against Liriano. Perry's going to hit this one back to Liriano. He goes to second. Relay to first. Double play there. Nice play by Liriano on the mound, and Cal Eldred now pitching with 2 outs in the bottom of the third against Alexis Rios. Rios goes deep to left field. That's to the wall. Into the bullpen. Home run for Rios. So make it 2-0 now for the 2012 Sox. Runners on the corners here, bottom of the fourth. Gordon Beckham up with only 1 out, full count. Beckham lines it to third, playmate at second, relay to first, then Beckham hits into an inning-ending double play. So our score will remain 2-0. Here's Rios now in the 5th. He lines one down the right field line. That's going to get all the way to the wall. Run around the third. He's going to try to score. He will. Beats the throw. It is 3-0 now. The home team, as Rios drives in, he run with a double. We'll move to the 8th. The 2012 Sox pitching again dominant. Francisco Liriano has been awesome in this game. Here's Carlos Lee. We're in the 8th inning. Lee's going to hit it into the hole. That'll be a base hit. Only the 3rd hit for the visitors. We'll move to the 9th. There's 2 outs. Frank Thomas, the hitter in this 3-0 ball game. Addison Reed delivers. This one back to Reed. Play it first. And this game is over. Series now tied at 2. Another dominating performance by the 2012 White Sox. They do it again, just like they did in game number 3, winning 6-0. They win this one 3-0. Liriano, 8 strong innings, 6 strikeouts. Rios 3 for 4. Another big game with a double and a home run. Cal Eldred, the loser. Reed gets the save, and now the 2012 White Sox have shut out the 2000 Sox in 2 consecutive games. Definitely a big feat here in this ballpark, and more importantly, this series is all even, folks, at 2 apiece. And something's got to give now. Let's see if the 2000 Sox can wake up with their bats, or will it be more dominance by the 12 team? We're looking now at game number 5. Mike Soroka will face Chris Sale, a rematch of game 1 that was all Soroka and his team, as Sale got roughed up in that opener. We'll see if he can rebound. A crucial game here, momentum all on the side of the home team. Let's see now what happens and who will take the series lead as we look at game number 5 of this best of 7. So game number 5, we got Mags Ordonez facing Sale here in the very first inning. Sale in trouble again, man on second with 2 outs. Ordonez will hit this one into the hole. Let's see if Thomas is going to try to score. He is. Frank Thomas, without a throw, makes it around the bases, and it's 1-0 now. The first run for the 2000 White Sox since they were the home team in game 2, so they've come out pretty good here. We'll continue the inning here as Charles Johnson's at the plate. And Johnson goes deep to left, way back at the wall. Goodbye home run by Charles Johnson, the catcher, and Chris Sale continues to struggle. 3-0 now is the score here very early in the first inning. We move bottom of the first with Piazza up there against Soraka, trying to get some of this damage back. He'll line it into the corner and right. They'll get all the way to the wall. Diaz is going to have a triple. Ordonez kind of butchered that ball out there. We'll move bottom of the third. It's 3-1 now our score. Alexi Ramirez up with a man on and one out. This is going to be single to center field, so Ramirez comes through. Runners now on the corners for the 12 Sox as Rios is the hitter with only one out. Irotka is going to deliver. Rios is going to go back up the middle. There's a single. So the bases are loaded now as the runner holds on third with only one out. And Przynski, the hitter, in a huge spot. Przynski comes through with an RBI single to right field. That's going to score 2 runs, and we have a tie game here at the cell as Przynski comes through. It is 3-3 now. And Konerko looking for more for his team. He'll hit this one to center field, but that's going to come up short and be caught by Ray Durham. And there's a walk now to Adam Dunn, so the bases are loaded here with 2 outs. The Sox aren't done yet in this inning. Viciedo, the hitter. Viciedo with a single to left. That's going to score a run, and a 3-run inning here for the home team has made it 4-3. And Gordon Beckham now with a chance. Beckham hits it too short. Play will be made the short way to end the inning, but a 3 spot here. Crucial to put up the 12 Sox in this game, and we'll move all the way to 7. Sale is settled down. He's facing Jose Valentin to start the inning. Nobody out. Valentin's going to line a single to right. Full count hit there, and we'll see how long. Well, just as I was saying it, Sale is pulled, and Brett Myers now has come in to face Carlos Lee.
Program now gets programmed. Strike 3.
Lee
You're out.
strikes out as Myers comes through for the first out of the inning with a tying run on first base. Here's Herbert Perry. Perry hits it to short. Play's going to be made there. Relay for a double play. Yes! Ramirez starts the double play. A 6-4-3 as we hit the stretch. Game remains 4-3. Myers still in the game facing Singleton here in the 8th inning. That one's hit to first. Great scoop there. Dunn makes a beautiful play. Not known for his glove, but he showed something there. 2 outs now for Konerko. Konerko's going to fly this one to left. Should be playable. It is. Viciedo's there. And the 1-run lead remaining for the 2012 Sox. We move to the 9th with Addison Reed up there facing Frank Thomas. Thomas has been quiet. Let's see if he can come through. A smash there to right. A base hit for the Big Hurt. So he starts it off well here in the 9th inning. Ordonez now the hitter. Maggs will go to right field, but the catch is going to be made there right at Rios. Rios moving very well out there. There's 1 out for Charles Johnson, who's homered already. Johnson will go up the middle. There's a base hit. So Johnson continues his hot hitting. He gets a hit, and Reed in some trouble here. So they bring in Matt Thornton to face Jose Valentin with 1 out. This one hit to first. Play will be made there. Runners will advance. So 2 outs in this 1-run game. And Carlos Lee has a chance now either to tie it or even do better here with 2 outs, while Matt Thornton tries to close this game out. 9th inning, 4-3 game. Let's see what happens. Lee's going to hit it back to the mound. Thornton gets on the ball, makes the play. Carlos Lee is out at first, and that will do it. The 12 White Sox win this one 4-3. They've won 3 games in a row here at home, turning this series completely on its head. Chris Sale gets the win even though he didn't pitch exceptionally well. Alejandro De Aza, 3 for 4 with a triple and 2-run score. Charles Johnson with a good game for the losing side. Sorotka took the loss. Thornton came in to close the door after Reed had some issues. The tying and winning runs on base and the 2012 Sox were able to close the door, and what a turnaround in this series. They were down 2-0. They got killed in the first game, lost a tough one in game 2, but won 3 in a row, and now are up in this series and a game away from ending this thing as we flip again, and the 2000 team will be at home right now again. But it has been a heck of a series so far. You can see here Alex Rios with 3 home runs, hitting .450 in the 5 games we've played. Charles Johnson also has driven in 6. Neither team really using any bench players so far, but this series, you just have a feeling is going to go 7, although the momentum right now definitely with the 2012 Sox, who've won 3 in a row. But Jake Peavy now has a chance to go ahead and close out this series against Jim Parquet. Peavy loves these type of high-intensity ball games. Let's see if he can close out the series, or if the Sox of 2000 can somehow rally. Let's see if Jerry Manuel can get this team going. Jim Parquet, the man of the moment for the home team. Game 6 coming up. Can the series be closed out, or will we force a Game 7? Let's go live now to Comiskey Park and follow the action. So here we go. Top of the first inning to lead off the ball game. It's Alejandro De Aza facing Jim Parquet. Game 6 ready to get on its way here. And the delivery, and that's a base hit and more to right center. Diaz is going to make it to second base with a leadoff double here in the first inning. Brzezinski now the hitter. And there's a single to center field, and Diaz is going to score. So right off the bat, the visiting Sox of 2012 take a 1-0 lead. Well, move now bottom of the first. Charles Johnson with the man on, and Johnson goes deep to left field, and just like that, there goes the lead. Charles Johnson with a 2-run home run. That's his 4th home run of the series, and it is 2-1 now. The home Sox of 2000 taking the lead. Gordon Beckham now up there top of the second inning with a man on, and Beckham's going to line a single to center field. He got jammed on that one and came through. So first and second for Jose Lopez here against Parquet. Lopez is going to go deep to left field. That ball's in the corner. 1 run in. Another man going to round third, and it's a 2-run double here. Three to 2 our score now. 2012 White Sox up in front as this game has started to seesaw from very early on. Adam Dunn now the hitter, top of the 3rd inning. Dunn deep to right field. That one's a tape measure shot way back there with 2 on. Adam Dunn, a 3-run home run. It is 6-2 now. Dunn comes through in a big way, close to 400 feet there, and it is a 4-run lead now. Ray Durham up here, bottom of the 3rd. Durham puts a charge in the 1. That's going to be a solo home run for Ray Durham. So that'll cut the lead a little bit, 6-3. Frank Thomas the hitter now. We are in the bottom of the 3rd with the man on. Thomas grounds it to short. That's going to be an easy double play. So the 2-run lead, or the 3-run lead is intact here. We'll move to the 5th. It's 6-4 now. Chris Singleton facing Jake Peavy. Singleton is going to single to left field. Ray Durham, the hitter, who's already homered. Durham hits another shot, this one to center field, but that's going to be caught near the track. De Aza with a nice play and good range out there. Bottom of the 7th, Herbert Perry, the hitter. Perry's going to hit this one past the first baseman. He'll get on here with a 1-out hit. Tying run at the plate here in Chris Singleton. Singleton goes to first. Play's going to be made there. Relay back to first, not in time, but Adam Dunn gets the lead man. 2 outs here for Ray Durham. Durham will take all 4 as he's pitched around after he's already had a good afternoon. And Carlos Lee is the hitter with 2 on, 2 out. Lee lifts this one to left. Coming over there on the run to make the play is Viciedo, and that's going to end the frame here in the 7th. 6-4 is our score. Bottom of the 8th, Johnson, who's been red hot, now facing Matt Thornton. That pitch is outside, so Thornton walks a man here, and Ordonez is the hitter. Ordonez with the shot deep to left field. This is to the wall. Home run, Max. It's a 2-run bomb. Ordonez ties this game with a home run here in the 8th. A clutch at bat and home run. We are tied at 6. And Harold Baines now on first base with Paul Konerko at the plate. Still only 1 out. Nate Jones, the new pitcher. There's a walk. So Konerko walks. We got runners on first and second. Only 1 out. Herbert Perry, the hitter. The 2000 White Sox looking to take the lead, and they will do just that. It's a base hit to right. They won't take the lead quite yet. The runner holds up at third in Harold Baines, but the bases are loaded with only 1 out, and Chris Singleton facing Nate Jones in a huge spot. Singleton goes up the middle. Play's going to be made at home. They get him. Force out made as Alexi Ramirez picks up the bouncer and throws it to the plate. 6-6 our game. We've moved now to the 9th. Gordon Beckham facing Pete Folk. Beckham takes a pitch on the borderline for a walk. Dwayne Wise now the hitter. Wise is going to hit this one. That's a looping liner, but it is caught. Craig Wilson makes the play. Here's Diaza. Diaza's going to line this one. That's going to drop for a hit. So with 1 out, runners on first and second. Alexi Ramirez, the hitter. Ramirez will fly this one left field. That will be playable, however. Making the play there is Lee. Here's Alex Rios. Rios hits this one to left, but Lee should have this one. He does. We'll move bottom of the 9th, still tied at 6. Addison Reed has come on here, facing Ray Durham. Durham lines a single to center field, so the leadoff man is on base here in the 9th inning. He represents the winning run, and now Durham on second with Carlos Lee up there. Nobody out. There's a ground ball to second. Play will be made there, but Durham hustles to third. Beckham makes the play. Here's Frank Thomas. Let's see if Jesse Crane pitches to him. Durham on third. He represents the winning run. Here the field's in. Here's the pitch to Thomas, and it is hit to short. Play is made there, so Ramirez makes the play, holding the runner at third. So with 2 outs is Charles Johnson, the hitter. Runner on third, and Johnson hits this one to right field. That ball on the run is going to drop. A base hit. It drops in front of the right fielder, and the walk-off hit by Charles Johnson gives the 2000 Sox the win. walk-off style here, 7-6 our final score. Charles Johnson just having a monster series. He went 2 for 4 with 3 RBIs in this one. Wade Durham, a great game, 2 for 3. He also scored 3 runs. AJ Przinsky, 4 for 5 for the losing team. Keith Folk gets the win. Reed gets the loss. He's had a tough series. And what a comeback by the 2000 White Sox. It looked like they were in trouble. They put up 2 in the 8th on the home run by Ordonez and then win it in the 9th. The walk-off hit by Charles Johnson. And didn't I say it, fans? This series is all even. We're going to Game 7. Gavin Floyd will face James Baldwin as everything will be on the line. Back and forth this series has gone. Actually, the home team has won every game, which would tell you maybe the 2000 Sox will have the edge here in Game 7, but anything goes in a deciding game like this. So without further ado, let's go ahead and wrap this series up, heading to Comiskey Park for game number 7 between the 2012 Sox and the 2000 Sox. Everything on the line. It's, again, Gavin Floyd against James Baldwin for the deciding game. Bottom first inning, 1 out. We have a runners on the corners for Charles Johnson, the hero of the last game. And he comes through again with a base hit. Charles Johnson continues his MVP type of series with an RBI single. 1-0 for the 2000 Sox. We're in the second now. Adam Dunn up there. Dunn will line this one all the way out of the park in the left field bleachers. It is an opposite field home run, and we are now tied up here at 1. Ray Durham, the hitter, with a man on second. Durham is going to line this one into the gap. That's up against the wall. Runner's going to score. Durham with an RBI double. So back and forth we go in game number 7. It is 2-1 now. We move to the 5th. Adam Dunn up there again, looking maybe to tie this game up. Baldwin's going to deliver. Dunn deep to right. This ball is up and gone, and Adam Dunn has come through again. 2 home runs here in Game 7. 2-2 is our tie ball game. Dunn this time with a line drive, and we move to the 6th, tied at 2. Alexis Rios, the hitter, against Baldwin, top of the 6th. He goes into the hole with a man on second. Round and third, and the throw to the plate's going to be late. Ramirez scores. And the 2012 Sox go up 3-2. Przinsky now the hitter. Przinsky grounds one in the center field. That gets through. Throw to the plate is going to be close. Safe. Przinsky with an RBI double. Rios beats the throw. 4-2 now our score. We'll move bottom of the 6th. Herbert Perry up there with the man on third and only 1 out. Perry will go into the hole. Plays made by Ramirez, holding the runner. Nice play by Alexi. Bottom of the 7th, 4-2 our score. Ray Durham the hitter. Brett Myers the pitcher for the 12 Sox. Durham comes through again. Another shot to the gap. Durham moves into second. So a leadoff double here in the 7th inning for Ray Durham. Three doubles in the game for Ray Durham. What a game he's having. Carlos Lee are now at the plate. Lee's going to dump this one in the center field. Durham's going to score easily, and it is now 4-3. Carlos Lee comes through with an RBI. We move to the next batter, who's Frank Thomas. Thomas facing Myers. He looks at strike 3. That's the first out of the inning. The big hurt goes down. Charles Johnson, the hitter, against Matt Gordon this time. 1-run ball game. This is line to center field. Way back there. That one's off the wall. Johnson comes through again. Runner around in third. He's going to score. We got a tie game at 4. Charles Johnson comes through. What else is new? And this game tied at 4. Runners first and second now for Valentine. Only one out. This is hit too short. Play's going to be made there. Double play. Valentine grounds into a twin killing. But the 2000 Sox have tied this game at 4. Alexi Ramirez now the hitter here in the 8th inning. Game 7, we're all tied up. Alexi's going to single to left field. That one drops in front of Lee. So the 12 Sox trying to get back on top, facing Bobby Howie. Here's Alexis Rios. Rios drives this one right in front of the right fielder, moving all the way to third. Ramirez now at third with nobody out. A huge threat here as Przinski's up here with the bases with runners on first and third and the infield in, and he strikes out. Howie gets a big strikeout. And Konerko now facing Kelly Wunsch. Only one out. Tie game. Konerko in a huge spot. There goes the runner. Throw it a second. They're going to get him. Trying to steal. The play is made and getting out of the inning. From the attempted steal. With no runs allowed, we'll move bottom of the 8th, still tied at 4. Chris Singleton now facing Jesse Crane. The 12 Sox missing a huge opportunity. This one's popped up, will be playable. Przinski's got it. We'll move now to the 9th inning, all tied at 4 here in Game 7. Adam Dunn at the plate. He's already homered twice. He looks at strike 3. Keith Folk pitching to Gordon Beckham. Beckham goes to short. That play will be made by Valentine. So we move bottom of the 9th. Full count to Ray Durham, who's already had 3 doubles in this ball game. That's a ground ball to third. Play will be made there. Lopez makes it. Durham's out. Here's Frank Thomas. 2 outs in the 9th inning. Thomas is going to drop this ball fair. That's a base hit for Frank Thomas. 2 outs here in the 9th inning. That'll bring up Charles Johnson against Addison Reed. This one's driven into the hole. A base hit by Johnson. So a 2-out rally here for the 2000 Sox. They got runners first and second. Maglio Ordonez at the plate. Reed delivers. There's a ground ball. That ball's deep. Gonna be dropped. It is dropped in right field and the ball gets away. The winning run is going to score. Thomas crosses the plate. What an incredible finish here at Comiskey Park. The 2000 Chicago White Sox have won on the most improbable play. Alexi Rios dropped the fly ball in right. It would have been out number 3. He just didn't catch it, folks. And scoring the winning run, Frank Thomas in Game 7. What a finish. Unbelievable. Alexis Rios with the air of the century, you can say, in Game 7, allowing the winning run to cross the plate and allowing the 2000 White Sox to win the series. What else can you say? Adam Dunn, 2 home runs in this losing effort for him. Charles Johnson, just an unbelievable series, went 3 for 3. Ray Durham, also a great series and a great game. It all came down to that 9th inning. The 2000 Sox actually made a comeback in the 7th. In the 9th, it looked like Addison Reed was going to get out of it, but a 2-out rally, runners on the corners, and Alex Rios drops the Ordonez fly ball to end this series with a huge error. So there you have it. Looking at the numbers, you can see Przinski with 8 RBIs for the losing side. Rios with 3 home runs, but he's not going to be remembered for his bat. Adam Dunn had 3 home runs as well. Pitching-wise, Gavin Floyd with that nice start that he had, 11 strikeouts. He went with a 1.5 ERA. Addison Reed, the closer, lost 2 games. Jake Peavy had a rough time in his start. Chris Sale never got going in this series. 1-1 in his 2 starts, only went 8 innings in the 2 starts. For the winning 2000 Sox, Charles Johnson, 400 in the series, 4 homers, 11 RBIs. Carlos Lee hit .321. He drove in 5. Pitching-wise, Keith Folk won 3 games, not allowing a run. What a series for Folk. He was a big factor in a lot of these close games. Matt Sorotka, 1-1 with a .485, and Baldwin also had a rough time with a .584. Parquet was beaten around as well, as the Sox 2000 starters didn't do well, but they came back in a lot of these ball games. And Charles Johnson, the catcher for the 2000 Sox, named the MVP, just came through in a number of ways in this series. Offensively, defensively, he made a big throw to second base to get a runner in the late innings of Game 7. 4 home runs, 11 RBIs, on base 500, slug 960, 10 hits, 5 runs, 2 doubles. Unbelievable series for Charles Johnson. But the series will forever be remembered for Alex Rios not making the play. A routine fly to deep right field that he dropped to end this series on walk-off style. And the 2000 Sox actually won Game 6 and Game 7 on walk-off plays. The home team winning every single game of the series. Maybe the very best series we've had yet between 2 White Sox teams. But in the end, it is the 2000 Chicago White Sox defeating the 2012 White Sox 4-3. Series 124 as good as it gets. On the Park Baseball 20 as good as it gets. We're glad you're following. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. This was a classic. Coming down to the dramatics of baseball, you never know how things are going to play out. That's all for now. We will see you very soon.